Eric Brooks, production manager here at Oweka Milk Products. It'll be 21 years next month that I've been here. I've been in multiple levels of the company. Actually started working here when I was 18 years old. Just worked my way up through to multiple positions. Yeah, I started off as a general employee when I was 18 years old. About a year after I was here, I received a skilled position working on the can line actually. I learned how to run multiple equipments, labelers, retorts, fillers on the can line. After that, I was promoted to a working foreman, is what they were called at the time. I went from a working foreman to operations supervisor to senior supervisor, to packaging manager, and then currently the production manager. So I oversee all the different functionalities on the production side of the plant. A general production worker who's someone, when you first start, you're classified as a general production worker. So there's someone that comes in multiple different jobs, different areas of the plant. They go over from the butter room. They can go on our steel can line, our specialty lines. They do multiple different positions depending on where we place them. A lot of it is operating some basic equipment, filling out some paperwork. Might be some quality checks that they complete and some quality paperwork that they complete. But it is different based on what area of the plant they work in. As a general employee, being part of a food manufacturing facility, one good thing about those generals when they come in, they are helping to feed the world. So we do make products that are shipped around the globe. And as a general employee, not only are they responsible for helping make the product, but we're also responsible to make sure that product is of high quality. Typical workday for a general. So we have 24/7 facility. Cows don't stop producing milk, so we are open 24/7 here. So generals could be on any shift. Actually, generals are considered an any shift employee. We don't move them around once they come in and they work a shift. We typically keep them in a specific spot, in a specific shift. We do flex them a little bit, so there's some cross training that goes on. Some generals like that, some don't. Some like the flexibility. You don't want to do the same thing every day. So maybe this week you're running what we call a depalletizer. You're essentially taking some empty cans that come on a large pallet. You're taking those empty cans, running a machine that takes those empty cans off the pallet, put on the line to be filled. Some of our general employees work in the butter room. So we make big bulk cases of butter that they can help to package off and ship out. And some of them are quality checks. So they go through and make sure that the containers that are going by, scratches, dents, they're not missing labels, make sure they have a code on them to be ready to be packaged and shipped to the customer. So for myself personally, there's a few things here at Oweka. One, and probably the biggest, is the fact that we work for farmers. Local farmers. I went to school locally. Some of the farmers that are the head of the board actually lives in the town that I went to school at. So I've always thought that was kind of neat. So for general production worker, there really are no classes. It's more on the job training. We do have orientation when you come in just to get the basics on safety and quality, making sure that they understand what they have to do for the GMP. So bump caps, hairnets, safety glasses, all those types of things, to make sure that the employee is safe and that they're producing a safe product. As far as classes in my role, I've taken, I've done some things with the Marshall Institute. I've done a lot of classes at Cornell for multiple different things, a lot of related to quality, related to manufacturing products, high temperature, short time classes and things of that nature. I've taken a lot of evaporator classes and a lot of different. The biggest thing we're looking for is someone who's willing to learn, because like I said, there are a lot of different positions out there. We do want to cross train a little bit, and someone who's punctual. You come in with a positive attitude, you're here on time, and you're willing to learn. That's what we need. For me, it was the learning multiple jobs. So again, instead of coming in every day and doing the same thing over and over again, this week you might be able to run this piece of equipment, next week you're training and then learning how to run something different. Personally, I like that flexibility to not be stuck doing the same thing every single day. And you get to learn a lot about the business. So even as a general employee, you're operating this equipment in these big rooms where all the action's taking place. We're manufacturing this product. You learn quite a bit about how the business operates, and you learn a lot about our skill position. So if you're willing to go to a place where you can have a career, a perfect example, starting off as a general employee when I was 18, I did graduate from high school. 2 months later, I was working at Oweka. Obviously, I've been here ever since. I've made a career out of it. There is a ton of opportunity for growth in the company. So when you start as a general employee, your next step is becoming what we call a skilled laborer. And then from there, you can continue to move up, like I said, work group lead, supervisor, manager, and beyond. Not the only person, there's a few people here that have actually started here as a general employee and worked their way up to be a manager. The company is growing very rapidly, and as the company grows, there's more and more opportunity for employees within to be promoted. I personally do prefer to promote from within, so we have employees that have worked on the floor, started off as a general, that are supervisors that I've personally promoted, even up to the senior supervisor level. So there is a lot of opportunity here for growth if you're looking for a career.